tila wala nang ang kawala ngayon si VP Sara Duterte. Ito nga ay matapos na magsalita ang nakababata nitong kapatid na si Kitty Duterte tungkol sa mga nalalaman nito sa confidential funds ng kanyang ate Sara. Ayon dito, alam umano niya na may anomalyang ginagawa ang kanyang ate, ngunit nais daw nito na aminin ang lahat sa Senate hearing at umaasa pa din naman daw si Kitty na magbabago at itatama ng kanyang kapatid ang mga kasalanang nagawa nito. Narito, panoorin ang video kung paano nabuking ang baho ni VP Sara Duterte.
Mr. Chair, ayon sa ating last hearing, we have confirmed the following. The Office of the Vice President has requested for confidential funds for at least 2 years. The documents evidencing payment, or the DPEs, are required to be submitted to support the disbursement of confidential funds. The Commission on Audit relies mainly on DPEs, which is the case of OBP, or ARs. Napaka-importante po nito dahil napapatunayan kung saan at kung paano at kung sino ang tumatanggap ng mga payments na galing sa Office of the Vice President. The COA has confirmed that these documents are noted as submitted out of mere compliance, almost to the point of being ministerial. We have confirmed that these DEPs, despite its key roles in ensuring proper receipt of confidential funds and utilization as indicated in accomplishment reports, has been the documents submitted out of mere compliance, perhaps at the cost of its truth and accuracy. Mr. Chair, I would like to manifest that the purpose of this acknowledgement receipt, at least in theory, is to safeguard the use of confidential funds. Paano po natin maipapakita through sa acknowledgement receipts kung ang tao na tumatanggap nito at kung saan ito napunta at ginagastos. Kahit confidential funds po ito, need po natin bantayan kung paano ito nagagastos at kung paano ito nagagamit. However, despite the intent and examination of these acknowledgement receipts submitted in the liquidation of the OVP's confidential funds shows the alarming discrepancies and indications of irregularity. Meron pong pagdududa kung saan at paano ginamit ang confidential fund ng OVP. Mr. Chair, meron po ako ipapakita na acknowledgement receipt dated December 2022. Ito po yung documents in evidencing payment. Nakita po natin na walang nakalagay sa acknowledgement receipt na ito, walang nakalagay na date. Bakit po kaya walang date din na nakalagay dito? Naka-blank po yung date. So this acknowledgement receipt was included with ARs dated December 22 or part of the DEPs of 2022. Based on this acknowledgement receipt, it is the auditors were able to determine whether the money was actually issued in 2022. Napakahirap po patunayan kung talagang 2022 nga po ba ginastos o ginamit itong mga ARs na isinabmit ng Office of the Vice President dahil wala nga po itong date. Ano po ba yung nakapaloob sa acknowledgement receipt na ito? Wala rin po itong period covered. So, ano po ang dahilan kung bakit kailangan may nakalagay na period covered sa isang acknowledgement receipt na ito? Tingin ko po kailangan nating malaman para malaman din natin kung kailan at para saan ito ginamit. Kung wala po itong date sa nakikita ninyo, medyo hindi katanggap-tanggap at talagang nakakapagduda kung saan at paano ginamit yung pera na nakalagay po sa acknowledgement receipt na ito. To illustrate to you, I will show you the acknowledgement receipt in the name of a certain AAS who appears 3 times in the acknowledgement receipt on hand. Nakita po natin, nabali sa dokumentong isinabmit ng OVP na ipinapakita ko po ngayon, a certain AAS may tinanggap po siya na pera sa loob po ng 2 buwan. From December 2022 to February 2023, almost 210,000 ang tinanggap niya. But from December 2022 to July 2023, nakatanggap si AAS ng 300,000. Maring nakakapagtaka po kung paano at para saan ang ginamit na perang ito. Kasi ang nakalagay po dapat is purchase of information. To reiterate, magkaparehas lang ang purpose ng tatlong ARs. Kung magkaparehas lang, bakit may varying amount sa disbursement? So, napakarami pong katanungan na kailangan nilang sagutin yung mga taong hindi po nagpunta rito at yung mga tao po na iniimbitahan natin at sinasabpina natin. Hindi po ba nakakapagtaka kung bakit may iba't ibang amounts for the same purpose? Purchase of information. Katulad ni AAS, tumanggap siya ng 60,000 noong December 2022, 150,000 noong February 2023, at 70,000 noong 2023. In another set of ARs, Mr. Chairman, may isa pang tao na by initials ay JOV, which received the confidential funds for 3 different purposes. For the payments of reward, medicine in December 2022, for the payment of supplies in 2023, and the provisions of medical and food aid in 2023. Nakatanggap si JOV ng 920,000 sa loob ng 5 buwan for 3 different purposes: payment of reward of medicine, payment of supplies, and provision of medical and food aid. Ano ang total na natanggap ni JOV base tatlong ARs na ipinakita ko sa screen? Ito ay 920,000. Unlike AAS, ang pera na tinanggap ni JOV ay para sa tatlong separate purpose: payment of rewards and medicine, payment of supplies, provision of medical and food aid. Marami pong mga katulad ni JOV na tumanggap ng confidential fund na galing sa Office of the Vice President. Nakapagtataka na may isang tao na tumanggap ng confidential fund na twice o thrice para sa iba't ibang purposes. Nakakapagtaka din kung saan ito nanggagaling. Ang galing-galing naman ng tao na yon, marami silang businesses na sobrang swak na kinakailangan ng Office of the Vice President. Or baka baka pwede natin mas magandang katanungan is hindi ba kayo nagtataka kung bakit paulit-ulit ang pangalan? Halatang halata na parang ang Office of the Vice President ay naubusan na ng pangalan na ilalagay. Mr. Chair, please allow me to point out to a pattern that we found out in the documents evidencing payment for December of 2022. There is a very real possibility that the confidential fund were released in batches daily na parang routine na ito o robotic pa. Parang scripted ang pag-release ng mga pondong ito. Tignan po natin yung na ifa-flash po natin sa ating screen. This shows a pattern that occurs throughout the DEPs in December of 2022. Nakikita po natin na halos pare-parehas po ang amount na ito at talagang grabe po yung kanilang ginawa para sa reward medicine. Nagre-repeat po ito ng December 29 and December 30 and even occurs many more times during this period. Nakikita nyo rin po na never ninyo pinansin itong pattern kahit the same amount, same dates, and several times. Kaya hindi po ba nakakapagduda, lalong-lalo na po sa Commission on Audit, na paulit-ulit po na pare-parehas ang amount, pare-parehas ang nakalagay, lalong-lalo na sa kanilang mga DEPs. Mr. Chair, let us not forget that these confidential funds were spent all in 11 days. This pattern in releasing the confidential funds in batches show exactly how all the 125 million of confidential funds were fully spent. Mr. Chair, we have shown you the importance of the DEPs more than being a required document for the disbursement of confidential funds. And the DEPs, isa sa mga dokumento na dapat meron tayong integridad at dapat nating binabantayan dahil ito ang nagpapatunay sa maayos na paggamit ng confidential funds. Paano natin, how can the integrity of the receipt and the use of confidential fund be safeguarded pag walang maayos na mga nakalagay sa ating mga acknowledgement receipt or pag hindi nababasa ng maayos yung acknowledgement receipt? Mr. Chair, dapat po talaga na humarap na yung mga tao na ating sinusubpina, na ating pinapatawag dito sa na naka-destino o naka-assign sa office ng Vice President. Sana po, Mr. Chair, wag na po nilang pagtakpan ang ating Vice President dahil nakikita naman po natin na marami po talagang irregularidad na nakikita, lalong-lalo na sa kung paano nila ginamit ang kanilang confidential fund ng Department of Education at saka ng Office of the Vice President. Huwag po nilang pagtakpan ang iisang tao lamang. Dapat po ang loyalty nila para po sa interest ng bansa, hindi po sa isang tao lamang. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. The next interpellator is Congressman Akop.
Honor, may I be recognized?
Yes, with the indulgence of Congressman Akop, the COMSEC is recognized.
Your Honor, we would like to acknowledge the presence of Senior Deputy Speaker Aurelio Dong Gonzales Jr. from the 3rd District of Pampanga, Deputy Majority Leader Alfred C. De Los Santos from Ang Provinciano Party List, and Congresswoman Micaela Angela B. Swansing from the 1st District of Nueva Ecija. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Kong Akop.
Mr. Chair, may I proceed?
Yes, please proceed, Congressman Akop.
Marami pong salamat. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. And before I proceed with my interpellation proper, Attorney Pua.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah, Mr. Chair.
Would it be correct that you stated in the previous hearing na only the Vice President and the SDO know where the confidential funds went?
Based on the documents, Your Honor, I would assume so.
Did you state that?
What I was asked, Mr. Chair, I was asked, Your Honor, I think by Representative Castro, if I knew anything about it. And I said na sa totoo, wala po talaga akong kinalaman sa management or operation ng confidential funds. So if I remember correctly, and the transcripts would probably bear me out, tinanong niya, kung hindi ikaw sino? So I said, well, I would assume the signatories, Your Honor, of the certifications and of the other documents. And she asked me who, so I said the SDO and probably the head of agency.
So yung sagot po ninyo, it's a presumption.
Well, Your Honor, kasi hindi ko po alam kung saan...
Because you answered the question under oath.
Yes, Your Honor.
And therefore, you stated the name of the Vice President and the Special Dispersing Officer. That they're the only ones who know where the confidential funds went.
That is correct, Your Honor. No?
That is
Because
why I asked
based
you
on the documents, yes.
whether you stated this statement in the last hearing.
Yes, Your Honor. But just to, I think, just to clarify, I mentioned that it was based on the documents, Your Honor, because the documents would point that way.
Kasi kung titingnan ko yung statement po ninyo, kung wala nang ibang nakakalam kung saan napunta yung pondo, ay dadalawang bagay lang ang nangyari. Di ba? Kasi either ibinulsa ni VP o ni SDO o ginamit sa ibang bagay? Ni VP at saka ni SDO. Hindi po ba?
Your Honor, please, I wasn't...
Hindi, yun po yung sagot
but
ninyo.
I wasn't
That's why-
alluding to that, Your Honor. I
I beg your pardon?
I wasn't alluding to that, Your Honor, if I may
No,
beg your
kasi-
indulgence. Opo.
COA, correct me if I'm wrong. Di ba? Yung pondo allocated sa office. Tama. Nag-cash advance sila from Land Bank. Tama. Land Bank, nag-cash advance sila doon, dinala sa opisina. Ang makaalam na lang doon ay yung head of office or head of agency at saka yung special disbursing officer. Tama. Di ba ba? At yung special disbursing officer, yun yung mag-allocate kung saan pupunta yung gagastusin yung pondo. Di po ba? Sagutin niyo ako, COA. Do you agree with me? Yes. Pakisabi sa mic para marinig po lahat.
With your permission, Your Honor, yes po, Your Honor.
Yes. And therefore, kung yung liquidation or clearing process ay hindi totoo at bogus, ibig sabihin, nagamit yung pera sa ibang bagay. Would you agree with me, COA?
Well, based on your statement, Your Honor, and based on which you said that the liquidation or the documents are bogus, so we presume that the funds, no other evidence presented, were illegally disbursed.
Hindi po ba kayo kumbinsido sa mga sagot ninyo at saka sa mga katanungan na aking mga kasama na yung DEPs or documentary evidence of payments or acknowledgement receipts ay puro may diferensya? Di po ba? And therefore, pag yung liquidation instruments, part of your clearing process or liquidation process, ay mali-mali na, ay saan napunta yung pera? Tell me. Dalawang bagay lang po. Kasi dami ko na naimbestigan na ganito nung nasa pulis ako eh. Saka sa PCINP. Di ba? Either ibinulsa or ginamit sa iba. Either way, mali. Di po ba? Would you agree, COA?
If the liquidation po is bogus,
kasi hindi naman napunta doon sa totoo eh. Doon sa clearing instruments na binigay. Di ba? Kung naibulsa, masama, ninakaw mo na eh, di ba? Ngayon, kung ginamit sa iba, technical malversation yun. Would you agree with me, Attorney?
that is assuming it was not used as confidential expense po.
Mali na nga yung clearing instrument sa liquidation process eh. Yung mali yung pag-clear at saka pag-liquidate, what is your conclusion?
That the funds were not used as confidential.
Supposed to be used.
As
it is supposed to be used.
It's supposed to be used.
Yes. That is the logical conclusion. Hindi po ba? Would you agree with me, Madam Attorney?
Personal opinion, yes, Mr. Chair.
Ha?
Personal opinion po, Mr. Chair, yes, I would have to agree.
Ewan ko. Pero kasi sa dami na naimbestigahan ko, ganun ang nakikita ko eh. Kayo naman, ang tagal nyo na sa COA, hindi nyo pa rin nakikita yon. Di ba? Kasi if your liquidation or clearing process is wrong, di definitely yung kung saan pinuntahan yung pera, hindi po dun sa tama. Could you give me an instance na mali yung liquidation process, tama yung pinuntahan ng pera? pursuant to your guidelines,
Yun nga po, Mr. Chair, personal opinion, if the confidential funds were not used as it is intended to be used, it's already technical malversation.
yes, kasi kitang-kita naman na yung paggamit po nila sa pondo, parang nilegalize lang nila by their submission to you, yung DEPs nila, o kaya ARs, or acknowledgement receipts. Di ba? Na mali-mali. Would you agree with me?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, thank you. Kasi yun ang nakikita ko na nangyari, process Nag-withdraw sa land bank dahil nandun yung pondo na confidential fund. Dinala sa opisina yung SDO. Hindi ko alam. Kaya nga hinahanap namin yung SDO para tanuhin namin kung saan napunta Paano niya inallocate yung pondo But as it is, yung liquidation instruments ay mali-mali po Kaya sigurado ako, hindi napunta sa tama rin yung pondo. There are only two things na pinuntahan yung pondo. Nagamit sa iba o ibinulsa. Kung ayaw nyo matanggap yun, ako kaya kong tanggapin. Kasi marami na akong dinaanan na investigasyon. Na gano'n. Natameme kayo? Ha? Di ba? Could you please tell us? Kasi marami nangyayari ganito Which, I think, you know. Kasi hindi lang naman doon sa OVP yan, tingin ko. Okay? So, pwede po bang malaman? Yun pong mga certification na ginamit po yung security group ni Vice President, tinanggap din po ninyo?
Mr. Chair, hindi po. Yung proof sa rewards ni OVP, hindi po.
Hindi.
Kaya po na-disallow yung payment of rewards.
Sa DepEd?
Sa DepEd po kasi, parang na-deem namin na independent party yung nagbigay ng certification. So,
Pakilapit lang yung...
since na-deem namin na independent na group yung nag-issue ng certifications, we accepted the certifications.
So, tinanggap ninyo?
Opo, Mr.
Yung
Chair.
yung certification galing doon sa office ng Vice President Security Group?
Hindi po. Yun ang hindi po namin tinanggap since parang kasama din po ng OVP po yun Pero yung sa DepEd po kasi, ibang party na po kasi yung nag-issue ng mga certifications.
Ayun yung natanong na nung last hearing yung
Yes,
mga
Mr. Chair.
Philippine Army units
Yes, Mr. Chair.
na nag-conduct ng Youth Leadership Summit.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, thank you. But would you agree with me that the office of the Vice President is separate from the office of the VPSG?
Yes, Mr. Chair, but they are the group that is specifically, it's like yung PSG po ni President na specific na naka-assign kay VP po.
Kaya nga. And would you agree with me also that the office of the security group of the Vice President would have their own funds?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, and therefore would not need the confidential funds coming from the Secretary of the Department of Education and from the Office of the Vice President. Would you agree with me?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, thank you. Wala kasi dito yung mga kwan eh. Dapat yun ang tatanungin. Now, are you aware na there were 787 acknowledgement receipts where there were no names, but there were signatures?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You're aware of that. And there were 302 ARs that had unreasonable names. Would you agree also?
Unreasonable names, Mr. Chair.
Unreadable.
Unreadable. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Then there were 5 names repeated.
That was not an observation, Mr. Chair. Yung repeated names po, hindi po namin naging
Hindi
observation.
nyo nakita yon. Okay. And insofar as the confidential fund of the Department of Education is concerned, yung location ng where the YLS were conducted did not match locations where information to support this YLS were supposedly bought. Would you agree with that?
Yes, Mr. Chair. More specific areas po yung certification.
Yes. Now, would you also agree that there were identical entries, amount expended, and number of receipts for the second and third quarter of 2023 for entries on provision of medical and food aid?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
It's not very unusual naman po. Since
I beg your pardon?
it's not very unusual naman po since pwede naman po talaga mangyari
So, usual
na,
yung nangyayari yon.
hindi naman po usual pero hindi naman siya ganun ka-unusual.
O sige. Whether it's usual or unusual, is it in accordance with the joint circular?
Sa joint circular po kasi documentary evidence of payment lang po ang requirement.
Sa pakisagot lang yung tanong, whether usual or unusual, is it in accordance with your joint circular?
Since the document was submitted
You
po,
think they are?
yes po, yes.
So it's your opinion?
Yes, Mr.
Okay,
Chair.
thank you. May we go to yung kwan, yung acknowledgement receipts or DEPs. Now, we have examined yung DEPs or acknowledgement receipt, which were used to liquidate the confidential funds. And I would like, Mr. Chair, to make the following statements from the examination. May nakita po na mga acknowledgement receipts that all appear to be signed by the same pen. Would you agree with that also, Madam Kawa?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Since either blue or black po yung...
Yes, kaya nga. Makikita po natin ito sa color ng ink.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yeah. Which is a very distinct shade of blue na may shades of black. I think it's there, shown. Yan di po ba yung acknowledgement receipts na nasa inyo?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And wala po kayong napansin?
Yung ni-note lang po namin is yung mga iba ang date, yung mga unsigned. Yun po, Mr. Chair.
Ganon.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, I would just like to manifest that all these acknowledgement receipts are under the names of different persons, pero wala po dyan yung naulit. Dyan po sa 10 na yan. But if we look at it, the names and signatures of different persons appear to be written with the same pen, with a distinct ink on different dates. I think this is highly irregular. Bilang ako, isang investigador. Now, Madam Attorney, you confirm that you have received these acknowledgement receipts as part of the submissions of the Office of the Vice President to liquidate their confidential funds?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Okay. Now, would you agree with me that these 10 acknowledgement receipts appear to be written with the same color of ink? Yes?
Like I said, sir, it's either blue or black po kasi yung ink. So,
Gusto ko lang malaman yung sagot po ninyo.
yes, Mr.
Thank
Chair.
you. And this is a distinct shade of blue na almost black. Parang may gradient po siya. Tama.
I cannot remember.
Kaya nga ikaw,
na,
sabi mo,
Mr.
ang sagot
Chair.
mo, it's either blue or black eh. Kasi parang naglalaro yung ink na ginamit sa blue or black.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Common
Yeah.
naman po yun na nakikita naman either blue or black ang signature.
When you say common, sa lahat po ba ng opisina na inaudit niyo, ganyan?
Either blue or black. Yes, Mr.
Blue or
Chair.
black din? Sa lahat ng opisina ng gobyerno na inaudit ninyo?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Like, kami rin, sir, either blue or black po ang ginagamit namin.
Ha?
Either blue or black din po yung ginagamit namin.
Yeah. And I would like to show kung ano yung ink doon sa pag-imbestiga namin eh. Yan. Yung kulay. It's Prussian blue. Would you confirm that this is the same or very similar color as the ones in the ARs that were submitted to you?
Hindi ko na maalala yung itsura, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Tingnan po natin yung yung pinirmahan ni Assistant or ASEC Ortonio. Hindi po ba parehas yung pinakita ko na Prussian blue?
Mukhang parehas, Mr. Chair.
Ha?
Mukha pong parehas.
Parehas. So, it's the same ink used by ASEC Lemuel Ortonio, the Assistant Chief of Staff of the Office of the Vice President. Tama?
Mukha pong pareho, Mr. Chair.
No. Now, Mr. Chair, there had been also observations that there are acknowledgement receipts which bear the same or similar handwriting. Parehas po ang handwriting. May nakita rin po ba kayong ganon, Madam Attorney, na halos parehas ang handwriting doon sa mga ARs?
Hindi naman po kami experts sa handwriting, Mr. Chair.
Hindi naman kailangan ng expert para makita ko minsan yan eh. Comsec, pwede ba ipakita yung yung picture ng halos parehas ng ng handwriting? Yung AR dated July 27, 2023 and July 25, 2023. Kung pwede ipakita. No problem. Hindi maikwan? Saan ba sila?
Sir, may I be acknowledged while we're waiting for ICTS to fix the technical problem?
Yes, Comsec, you are acknowledged.
Your Honor, we would like to recognize Honorable Julian Jam Baronda, Deputy Majority Leader from the Lone District of Iloilo City, and Honorable Crispin Diego Ping Remulla, Vice Chairperson from the 7th District of Cavite, Your Honors.
Attorney, bago natin, kasi nagkakaroon ng technical problem, pwede bang magtanong din ako ng, kasi hindi ako naliliwanagan dito sa, yung, there is a deficiency, I think, that you have noted, that the payment of rewards to informers must be supported with documents evidencing the success of the information gathering and or surveillance activities on account of the information given by the informer. Ito
Yes.
po yung ginamit dun sa yung YSL.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ano po yung ang aking pagkaintindi rito, correct me if I'm wrong, na dapat may makuha ng information na ginamit yung confidential fund and that an activity was conducted because of that information and that information gathering and that activity were successful.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Tama po ba yung
Tama po.
pagkaintindi ko?
Tama pa, Mr.
Now,
Chair.
if I may ask, how would you know or how would you be able to find out na merong information na nakuha muna before they have conducted their YSL?
Wala po kaming information on that. So, either may separate sila as part nung purchase of information and then separate yung rewards or nabayaran na siya same with rewards.
Pero requirement po nyo yun, di ba? Requirement na circular.
Yeah, kaya po yung yung
Because
additional
that
requirement.
is precisely the reason why you will justify the buying of information,
Yes,
which would
Mr.
lead
Chair.
to a successful event or operation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Di po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kasi ginagawa rin namin nung nasa servisyo ako yun eh. I know that.
Yes, Mr.
Pero
Chair.
parang pagkaintindi ko sa inyong clearing instruments, parang hindi just because there was a certification that the YSL YLS pala were successful. Tama na yun. Parang gano'n ang pagkaintindi ko. Samantalang nung kami ang nasa serbisyo, ang requirement is that ipapakita namin na may information kaming binayaran and because of that information, an operation was conducted and it was successful. Hindi ba dapat gano'n?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Pero in the case of the confidential fund of the OVP and the DepEd, hindi ko nakikita yon.
Yun nga po kaya ni-require namin sila mag-submit ng additional documents. And yung nag-review po, naging sufficient na po yung certification from yung 5 certifications.
And that is enough to show na tama po yung ginawa nila just because nag-submit sila ng certification that YLS was conducted and it was successful. Di ba ang concept dapat nun is you use confidential fund to buy information and because of that information bought or acquired, you conduct an operation
Yes,
and
Mr.
that
Chair.
operation should turn successful.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ganun po yung requirement sa amin nung nasa serbisyo kami. Intelligence Fund.
Yes, Mr.
Basically, they are the same.
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
So, bakit po naniwala kayo sa certification lang na successful yung pag-conduct ng YSL?
Since yun nga po, independent na agency po yung nagbigay ng certification, and sabi naman po niya na because of the YLS nga wala pong na-influence na mga bata, we deemed it successful. Compared po dun sa yung sabi niyo po kanina na yung sa VP SPG group, ang sinabit lang po nila was a listing of the activities of the Vice President, which is wala naman pong information kung may success ba na may successful activity ba na nagawa because of the information they have gathered.
Yun yung sa security group.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And is there any way that you will determine that the confidential fund of the OVP and DepEd, these funds were used sa activity ng VPS security group? Kasi they have their own funds. That was the first question I asked you a while ago.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
That the Presidential Security Group and part of that is the Vice President Security Group, may pondo po sila naka-allocate talaga.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh, but they were not able to show, if I will appraise yung documents, they were not able to show that confidential funds of the OVP and the DepEd were used in such activities.
Yes,
Can you
Mr.
see that they were used?
No, Mr. Chair. Kaya nga po, hindi naman siya na-consider since yung list of activities lang po ang sinubmit nila, which is, alam nila since sila naman po yung kasama ni VP sa mga activities na yun.
But anyway, hindi pa rin yata tapos page. Ready na, sir. Ready na? Pakishow nga yung yung acknowledgement receipts dated July 27, tsaka July 25, 2023. Wala pa rin. Ipakita mo na lang sa kanya. Madam Attorney, papakita ko na lang sa iyo yung observation namin. Yan lang, yan. Tingnan mo lang yung receipt na yan. Because I will ask questions. Okay? Pwede. Did you notice na isa lang ang gumawa nito?
Mr. Chair, sorry, tinignan
yun
ko lang.
ang sinasabi ko eh. Kaya tingnan mo. You observe it properly. Ayan na. Okay na. Ayan. Nakita mo?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Would you confirm that these were submitted to your office?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Now, if you observe, kindly observe the letter J. Tama po ba na halos parehas yung letter J dyan?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Tama rin po ba na parehas din yung color ng ink na ginamit at saka yung lapad po ng pagkasulat?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Would you be able to state, Madam Attorney, na these two receipts were written by the same person?
Probably, Mr. Chair.
Probably. Pero these are two different acknowledgement receipts indicating different dates
Yes,
and
Mr.
indicating different payees. How can that be?
Pwede naman pong either of those two persons wrote the same and then someone else
So that is
signed.
regular? No.
I'm not saying regular po, pero it
Hindi
could
nga,
happen po.
tinatanong ko nga is, nagkakaroon tayo ng observation. Now,
Yes, Mr.
do you think this is regular? No.
No.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, makikita po natin dito na there are certain things na irregular insofar as the DEPs or acknowledgement receipts submitted by the two offices doon po sa COA. Now, I would like to point again another observation which we have made. This time, an acknowledgement receipt with the name KV that repeats in OVP and DepEd acknowledgement receipts. Kindly show yung OVP at saka DepEd acknowledgement receipts. O, parehas lang yan. Nandun sa OVP, nandun pa sa DepEd. Hindi nyo napansin ito?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair, since na-audit siya ng magkaibang time.
Okay. Pero would you confirm that the two ARs, parehas ang pangalan na kay V?
Hindi ko na maalala yung exact document, Mr. Chair.
Sige, yeah, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Again, Mr. Chair, pwede po bang ipakita natin yung last AR dated 12/30/2022? Sinabi din pa ito sa inyo?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ha?
Yes.
Yes.
Basta lahat po ng sinubmit namin po, Mr. Chair, sa inyo. Galing sa amin po.
Oh, sige. Yun ang binigay nyo sa committee.
Yes, Mr.
Tama,
Chair.
nabasa namin.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. The name would read, tama po ba? Mary Grace Piatos?
Piati?
Ha?
Piati?
Piatos.
Piati?
Ang pagkabasa ko, Piatos eh.
Y po yung last?
Y, hindi S?
May ano po siya eh.
Yun o, tingnan mo.
Y po. Since masyado nang mababa yung tail.
Okay. Now, sa tingin mo, totoong tao yan? What's your opinion?
It could be a person.
Could be a person. Pero, would you know na merong restaurant na Mary Grace ang pangalan?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Cafe
At meron
Mary
ding
Grace.
Piatos na brown ng potato chips?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Would you know that?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Anyway,
It's
at
Piati.
least alam mo rin pala mga yon. Now, Mr. Chair, I would just like to repeat what I've said a while ago, na everything na tinanong ng aking mga kasamahan tungkol sa documentary evidence of payments or acknowledgement receipts ay karamihan po ay hindi po totoo. And therefore, if hindi po totoo, hindi natin malalaman kung saan talaga napunta yung pondo, yung confidential fund, until and unless we would be able to grill yung dalawang SDOs. The SDO of the Office of the Vice President and the SDO of the Department of Education. Si Madam Acosta yata, at saka yung isa. So, we can only surmise, Mr. Chair, na yung pondo, dalawa lang ang pupuntahan nun eh. Kagaya ng sabi ko, sa bulsa or nagamit po sa ibang bagay. Both hindi po tama. Kasi kung ginamit sa ibang bagay, and I think the lawyers of COA would agree with me that there's technical malversation. Kasi iba ang purpose ng pondo, ginamit sa iba. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Marami pong salamat sa opportunity.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Acop. The Chair would like to recognize the Deputy Speaker, J.J. Suarez.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. Kanina ho ay pinakikinggan ko po yung mga katanungan ng ating mga kasamahan dito sa committee. Kasama na rin po yung mga tanong ni Congressman Romy Acop. At nakakapagbalik tanaw po tayo ng kaunti. At naalala ko po yung panahon na nagkakaroon ng Senate hearing sa Napoles na parang ganito at ganito din yung mga lumalabas na maraming mga acknowledgement receipts na di umano fabricated, di umano gawa-gawa, at parang hindi po maipaliwanag kung paano po ito tumutugma base po doon sa pondong nailaan para sa kanya. Gusto ko lang po tanungin yung COA, base po doon sa ilang mga acknowledgement receipts na ipinakita sa atin ng ating mga kasamahang mambabatas, meron po kami napansin doon na parang 200 na acknowledgement receipts na signature lang, walang pangalan. Ito po ba ay pumapasa sa qualifications ng Commission on Audit?
For now, sir, ina-accept namin yung signature lang. Although, from here onward, siguro po, require namin na name at least name and signature.
Because I think we really have to look into this matter strictly. Kasi pag sinabi mong acknowledgement receipt, tumatanggap ka.
Yes,
Meron kang tinatanggap na pera, goods, or services from government.
Yes,
And how can you substantiate if that person in that acknowledgement receipt exists kung signature lang? So, is there any COA memorandum or policy when it comes to acknowledgement receipt guidelines?
For now, since ina-accept po namin yung signatures lang, wala po kaming ibang basis kundi yung sa joint circular. But we will try to parang supplemental na po yung mga ibang COA issuances.
No. My question, ma'am, is there a policy by COA when it comes to requirements of acknowledgement receipts? What are the requirements in that paper so that COA can deem them unacceptable?
May I be permitted to speak, Your Honor?
Yes, Ms. Sofia Gemora, you're recognized by the chair.
Thank you, Your Honor. As to the regular audit, I'm bearing away with the confidential fund because it has a joint circular, as a parameter. So in COA, pardon me, or I cannot recall the memorandum, but we have this rule that we can reimbursable expense, what you call RER receipt. Reimbursable expense receipt is acceptable up to 1,000 pesos and below. Other than that, of course, we need, as it is now, an invoice. And if any, signature, it would, of course, accompany the full name of the recipient or those that signed on the particular receipt.
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, that's the memo that I was pointing out to Ms. Remora. Meron po talaga kasi yun sa COA na kinikailangan full name ang nakasulat doon. At nabasa ko na rin po yun. Kaya nga po nakakapagtaka dito po sa 612 million pesos where acknowledgement receipts were submitted by the Office of the Vice President and by the DepEd Secretary then. Ang dami po talagang red flags na nakita po ng committee. So unang-una ho, signature lang. Pangalawa ho, merong migrant beneficiaries. When I say migrant beneficiaries, they received funds from the confidential funds of the DepEd and they receive funds from the confidential funds of the Office of the Vice President. Other than that, there are also instances where individuals received funds many times, numerous times, from the confidential funds. Other than that, may instances din po na nakita namin na yung mga safe house na lang po na binanggit ni Chairman, parang hindi po namin masyadong maunawaan kung paano ka gagastos ng 15 million pesos per quarter on safe houses under the Office of the Vice President. Bukod pa po doon yung safe houses na binabayaran din under Secretary of Education. So of course, documentary requirements are submitted to you, but you know this, Mr. Chair, raised a lot of questions and red flags from my point of view. Kaya nga po nakakalungkot na wala po dito yung mga SDO at saka si Ms. Lopez na nalaman po pala natin ay umalis po kagabi papuntang Los Angeles, California, because these are questions that they should actually be answering. Am I right, Yusek Poab? These are questions that they should be answering.
Based on the documents, Your Honor.
Based on the documents, correct, because they're the signatories to the documents. So with that being said, siguro para sa COA, tulungan nyo na lang kami. I think we need to come up with better guidelines, especially when it comes to requirements of acknowledgement receipts, so that ito pong mga pagmamagic na nangyayari ay hindi po mangyari. Dahil ang pinag-uusapan po natin dito ay pera ng mamamayan. Di naman to pera ng isang tao, pera to ng Pilipino na dapat po natin inaalagaan.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
Congressman Abante, you're recognized.
Gusto kong malaman kung tapos ng investigasyon ng COA dito sa disallowances na inyong binigay sa Office ng Vice President. Tapos na po ba lahat ng investigasyon?
Mr. Chair, dun sa notice of disallowance, inaantay pa po namin kung mag-a-appeal sila. So, hindi pa po final. Yung iba pong mga audit observation memoranda na issued po nila, nag-submit na po sila ng compliance and yun po yung mga pinag-aaralan po namin ngayon.
Okay. So, hindi pa kayo tapos na po?
No, Mr. Chair.
Ilang porsyento na po ang natapos nyo? For example, like, mayroon bang 50% or 60% or 70%?
Considering po na gusto nyo magpaka-strict kami today, may mga nire-re-audit po kami and hindi pa po namin ma-issue yung next, which is yung notice of suspension.
Okay. So, hindi nyo maaaring masabi kung ilang porsyento na ho, lahat?
Mr. Chair, parang tatlong tao po yung, tatlong ibang team members yung iba-ibang AOM. So, hindi ko po masabi ngayon yung exact na, yung status na po ng...
Sa mga natapos po ninyo, Mr. Chair, meron ba kayong nakitang improper disbursement o mga violations po ng disbursement ng confidential fund?
Mr. Chair, hindi ko pa po nare-review yung audit. So, hindi ko pa po masabi ngayon, Mr. Chair. Nasa auditors pa po.
Meron pa ho bang ibang pondo na aside from the confidential fund na inyo pong inibisigahan?
Sa ICFAO po, confidential and intelligence fund lang po kami.
Ayun lang po ang inyo inibisigahan?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Yung
yun lang po ang
bansa po.
Oo. Kikita ko nga, ikaw yung intelligence and confidential fund ka lang muna, no?
Yes, Mr.
So meron bang iba dito na kasama natin sa COA na iniimbisigahan pa ang ibang mga pondo ng Office of the Vice President maliban sa intelligence and confidential fund?
Your Honor, if I may, we have the regular audit team which we are representing here. Regular audit team for the Office of the Vice President. Our team is here.
So, therefore, Mr. Chair, when you speak of the regular budget of the Vice President, so are you able, meron ba kayong in-issue? Did you issue any notice of disallowances on some of the regular funding of the Vice President or no?
May I recognize, Mr. Chair?
Yes,
For the
Mahat,
audit
you're
of
recognized.
CY, calendar year 2023, we have not yet issue, or we do not issue any disallowances po.
Chairman.
Yes, Congressman Paduano.
In relation to the query asked by Vice Chair Abante, gusto ko na po linawin COA. Kasi ang tanong ni Chairman Abante refers to, and your answer, I think, no, if I'm right, refers to other items. Kasi tapos na kayo doon sa notice of disallowance, di ba?
Yes, Mr.
Tapos na kayo doon.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yung sagot mo kanina, question of notice of suspension, at saka, magkaiba yun.
Yes, Mr.
Ibang items yun. Linawin na natin, but
yung
the
ibang-
subject, sandali po, let me finish first. But the subject matter of this investigation refers to the notice of disallowances that you issued. Di ba? Magkaiba yan, boss. Tapos na sila. Tapos na sila dito. They're waiting for the reply within 6 months.
Appeal po, Mr. Chair.
And the deadline will be on?
February 2024.
Oh, yun. Again, Mr.
February
Chair,
5.
I have pointed this out during the previous hearing. Pag EUM kasi, okay, you issue an EUM for the Confidential and Intelligence Fund for the Office of the Vice President. Nag-issue kayo ng EUM and they're allowed
15 days to
15
answer.
days. After 15 days, you validate the reply, then you issued a notice of disallowance.
Notice of suspension.
Notice of suspension if continuing.
Yes,
Tama,
yes,
diba? Now, then after that, you issue a notice of disallowance.
Yes, Mr.
Okay,
Chair.
now, kaya ang sagot dapat doon sa tanong ni Chairman Abante, tapos na kayo.
As to yung ND po, Mr.
Kaya
Chair.
nga Kaya nga kasi yung subject matter dito is all about the notice of disallowance. And we will talk about it again. If somebody will file a resolution to further investigate on the point that you have raised with regards to the 3 items that is not yet final.
Opo.
Yung ano nyo, yung audit nyo, di ba?
Opo.
With regards to Confidential and Intelligence Fund.
Yes,
Tama.
Mr. Chair. Yes,
So
Mr.
malinaw
Chair.
po yun. That's why in aid of legislation with regards to this investigation, Mr. Chairman, again, I would just like to reiterate, yung question of the timetable given to the agency with regards to the notice of disallowance is too long. Sabi nga nila, justice delayed, justice denied. Why it will take 6 months? Sige nga, bakit 6 months? Because they have already submitted all the necessary documents. And it turned out, in your investigation, in your audit, lumalabas na may mga problema. That's why you issue a notice of disallowance. Diba? Kaya Mr. Chairman, I hope question of the charter or MCs, no? Or even a bill or a law should be passed with regards to Confidential and Intelligence Fund, Mr. Chairman, should be filed and passed by this Congress. Kasi, kaya nga ang question of, question daw ng proprietedness of this investigation, sa case lang po ng Confidential Intelligence Fund, we have to file a bill and pass a law with regards to it so that it cannot be abused anymore. And only those agencies of government that will be given such fund. And second is question of the COA, the mandate of COA. It should not be 6 months after issuing a notice of disallowance. It should be put as part of the provision of the charter or the mandate of COA, Mr. Chairman. Well, in fact, I will discuss later. Siguro nakapagandaan nyo na yung Memorandum Circular 97-002 in relation to the mandate of BTR, in relation to special cash advancement, in relation to SDOs. Yun yung mga bagay na dapat we have to legislate laws. Kasi kahit yung bonding law natin, napakatagal na yun. Di ba? And memorandum circulars lang ang pinapalabas natin. Well, in fact, may issue pa doon sa SALN. And I will discuss it later. But again, Mr. Chairman, just to point it out and for the record, question of notice of disallowance with regards to the confidential fund being tackled in this hearing was already settled. The question now is yung 6 months. Tama po? And you just wait. Because we have, again, if somebody will stand to deliver a privilege speech or file a resolution with regards to the continuing audit being made by your department, doon sa Confidential Intelligence Fund, and that's the time we will discuss again the 3 items you have mentioned. Tama?
Tama po, Mr. Chair. Na-confuse lang po ako kasi for the past how many hearings, ini-include po sila kasi yung nagtatanong tungkol dun sa subsequent AOMs. Kaya po, yun po yung nasabi ko.
And we cannot discuss it because the germane of this, of the privilege speech of the Honorable Valeriano is all about the documents you have submitted, the notice of disallowance. Tama?
Hindi lang po yun yung pinasubmit sa amin, Mr. Chair. Even 2023 po, pinasubmit sa amin.
But is it part of now the committee, the COA audit report that you have submitted? It is part of the notice of disallowance that being issued by COA?
It's a different period.
Oh, kaya nga eh. Kaya sinasabi ko, we will discuss lang muna with regards to the notice of disallowance.
Yes, Mr.
Which is, mamaya, magtatanong din ako dyan. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
Congressman Abante, you're recognized.
With the query of Congressman Paduano and your answer of being able to finish all the investigations, and you said that medyo na-confuse ka lamang, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, you're telling it to us now with finality that all of the investigations for the Confidential Intelligence Fund of the Vice President is already finished. That's what you're saying?
No, Mr. Chair. Yung 2022 lang po, ang ND, yun na po yung last na touch ng ICFAO po. Yung 2023 po ng OVP at 2023 ng DepEd, yun po yung ongoing ang audit.
So meron pong ongoing na investigation on that?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Kaya po sabi po ni Mr. Chair na yung ND lang po ang i-discuss. Kasi yung iba po, sabi po niya, ongoing pa po yung audit.
So you're giving that 6 months, no? The finished investigation and the ongoing investigation, 6 months, ganun po ba?
No, Mr. Chair. Yung 6 months is for the notice of disallowance po. Which is nasa rules po namin.
Mr. Chairman, 6 months for the office of the Vice President to comply and answer that notice of disallowance. And then, commission proper na. The commission proper, sorry?
To appeal po, yung proper term.
Kaya nga, yung appeal, di ba? Then the commission proper after 6 months,
they
will
will
decide.
rule on it po.
Pero Mr. Chair, ang sinabi niya kanina, natapos na yung 2022, di ba?
Yun po yung
ang ongoing
subject ng
ngayon
ND.
is 2023 and 2024.
Wala pong 2020.
At 124. So therefore, ano yung sinasabi niyong 6 months na notice of disallowances na kino-comply dapat ng Vice President?
Yung confidential funds po ng 2022 ng OVP, umabot na po siya sa notice of disallowance. So from the time that we issued the notice of disallowance, they have 6 months po to file their appeal with the commission proper ng COA. Yung iba pong dinidiscuss natin pertains to confidential funds ng 2023 po, hindi pa po yun notice of disallowance. Na AOM pa lang po siya, kaya hindi pa po siya comparable dun sa ND ng 2022 na subject to appeal na po.
Mr. Chair, Congressman Acop made a statement kanina about cash advances that was made. So, let me ask, ilang cash advances yon na ginawa nila?
4 po sa Office of the Vice President and 3 po sa DepEd.
And all of those are deposited sa Land Bank, correct?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Land Bank, Did you allow cash advances? Do you allow cash advances?
Sino po ang sasagot
Is
sa
that,
land
is
bank?
that, is that one of the rules? Do you allow cash advances?
AVP, Ampo Sano, you are recognized.
Mr. Chair, may I be recognized, please?
Yes, Attorney Rafael Yap, you're recognized.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to apologize, but we'd like to manifest that we cannot answer the question right now because we received the invite to attend today's hearing after 4 p.m. yesterday. So we beg the committee's indulgence to allow us to provide the info once we collate and cleared po sa aming office.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion for Land Bank to submit to us all the informations on the cash advances made by the Office of the Vice President. Can you please do that, Mr. Chair?
So we will provide, Mr. Chair, we will provide the info after once cleared na po sa aming office po.
But once again, Mr. Chair, my question was not actually answered. My question is, do you allow cash advances?
Chairman.
Congressman Paduano.
Mr. Chairman, of course, cash advancement, cash advancement for the OBP will not be a subject of decision for the Land Bank. But siguro ang tanong is, do you allow check encashments? Do you allow? It's just a matter of policy. Do you allow?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh, yes. Yung check encashment. But cash advances, of course.
Cash advances.
No, check encashments. So you allow?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Chairman? Anyway, may mga tanong pa ako kasi ang susunod si Kong Maika pa.
Mika Swansing.